This is the new model I finished, which was this is the really simple basic form. When everything goes right through the body and you only have 2 or 3 strings. I see a lot of them are made out of oak, and I never build anything out of oak, and I never build anything less than 6 strings, but now I did. So. I didn't think I was going to be all that motivated to really get into it. Now I'm interested to learn. There's so many different tunings you can do on these things. This was the last one I built of the series this year, of the 3 I had made. And the idea for this was pretty much since I've been, many decades ago when I was 17, wanted to build a guitar, an electric guitar. And the other part of this is, as you know, with the cigar boxes and the chairs I was making, it was all recycled stuff, as well as this is recycled. All these mahogany guitars are recycled bodies, which of course is the theme and stuff that I make. And if you don't believe me, it just so happens I've got the piece left that it came from. This one I used for practice, but this came from an old stair tread. And those marks on the back of the guitar are what you see is the staples where this shag carpeting was. And this is pretty much how I got them. They were a little bit longer because there was bolt holes in there, and I cut them down, and this one I just used for practice on the other one. This is Plankenstein. So this is the one I made when I was 16. I found it the other day. I cleaned it up, but carved it out of a piece of pine, and that's about as far as I got back then.
Oh, this is different.
Yeah, this one was not built out of a staircase. I had a nice chunk of maple and wanted to do something in a couple of these designs, since I don't know if I'm going to be building much more of these since I've only have 2 arms and running out of space, but I wanted to do really some crazy shapes and stuff, so I came up with this one and the other one with the cutout in it and whatnot. This here is maple, and same thing, maple and cherry in the center. There's some purple heart on the edge here for the wings of the neck. Also same thing, you know, card neck on this one. The fretboard is walnut, as well as the headstock is walnut, and the inlay dots are rosewood. So store-bought, and I just go in the total opposite way, which is why I like recycling things, which is why I was making chairs from pool cues that were being thrown away. I mean, it's nice maple, and some of that's got purple heart, or mahogany in it, or rosewood, and they're throwing them away. Then I find out, oh, cigar boxes, they're sitting there. What do people do with them? They collect them, and they collect dust, or they throw them away. And they're great stuff, and people, oh, there's a whole bunch of people making guitars from them. And guess what? That's what they did back in the 1800s. People who didn't have money gathered up junk they had at home and made what they needed and called it good. So it's great to see a revival of people making cigar box guitars. This is cigar box number 5. Believe it or not, made in '07. And so this is one of my early ones, and I haven't cracked it out for a while, and now since I started building those electrics, I cracked it out because obviously it's electric. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done, playing cards with the old man in the club car. Day appointed, no one's keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the rails rumbling on the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their maids asleep are rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails are all they feel. Good morning, America, how are ya? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. And it still smells good in there too. What we have here is mahogany again, maple again, and mahogany in the middle. red dots are Padauk, as well as the top of the head. That's Padauk too. And same thing, neck through body. Everything's been copper shielded inside. I can see some copper in there. Oh, there's a piece of Padauk in here.
Talk about it.
Well, this was the last cigar box I built, and a couple different things on this one is it was pretty much built from scratch. I built the box because I wanted something bigger. This is all Spanish cedar, which of course is what's humidors are lined with. Still smells kind of good too. Mahogany on the bridge with brass. The neck is cherry with a center strip of maple and a maple neck. The inlays are a combination of maple and purple heart to give them the half moon thing. And these are all purple heart. There's some purple heart inlays up top on this walnut. So walnut, purple heart, maple. And I think these are rosewood on these inlays here. This is also one of the first necks that I hand carved. Before I was kind of routing them out so they were still kind of a flat neck, but these are all hand carved with a draw knife and spoke shave and rasp and all that kind of stuff to round them off. And this was kind of the jumping off point for the electrics, because all the electrics now, with the exception of the first one I made, have the hand carved neck on them, as well as a steel rod inlaid in these to give them a little more stability. The other cigar boxes and the other electric didn't have a rod going through them, and I decided to just try something different, so I routed out a channel, and it's worked fairly well. So that's pretty decent sound, and it's fun. It was just a fun thing to build, and that's about it.